Hello, my dear friends. How are you all? I hope you all are good and fine. So now you are very welcome in our lecture number 5 of coordinate geometry. Okay, so I hope you will enjoy this lecture. So without wasting the time, let's start. So, so today we are going to discuss some important questions, okay, which will help you in the exams. Okay, so after this lecture, you are able to do any type of question based on coordinate geometry. Okay, so my dear friends, I hope you will understand this lecture. Okay, so without wasting the time, let's do some questions. Okay, so our question number 1 is: find a relation between x and y such that the point xy is equidistant from the point 3, 6 and minus 3, 4. Okay, so the question is saying that we have a point. Let's suppose we have a point A which is x, y. Okay, this point A is equidistant from the point is equidistant from the point equidistant from the point P (3, 6) and point Q minus (3, 4). Okay, and now we have to find the relationship between x and y. So we can do it as the distance AP is equals to distance AQ, because AP and AQ are in the equidistance, are of equidistance. So now we can apply the formula. What is formula? So the distance formula is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay, so I hope you understand these things. So now what is AP? We have A is xy and P is 3, 6. So we can write it as x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 6 whole square is equals to AQ. Okay, so x minus of minus 3 whole square plus y minus 4 whole square. I hope you understand these things. So now we are doing the square both the side. We get what? We get x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 6 whole square is equals to x plus 3 whole square plus y minus 4 whole square. Okay, I hope you understand these things. So now open these whole squares. This will become x square plus 9 minus 6x plus y square plus 36 minus 12y is equals to x square plus 9 plus 6x plus y square plus 16 minus 8y minus 8y. Now from these equations, the x square will be cancelled, this 9 will be cancelled, this y square will be cancelled. Okay, so the remaining part is minus 6x plus 36 minus 12y is equals to 6x plus 16 minus 8y. Okay, so now we are doing what? Now let's shift these digits to the RHS. So it will become 6x plus 16 minus 8y plus 6x minus 36. All the signs will be changed. Plus 12y, which is equals to 0. So 6x plus 6x, it will become 12x minus 8y plus 12y, it will become 4y plus 36 minus 16 minus 36, it will become minus 12, which is equals to 0. I hope you get this point. So this is not 12, this is 20. This is what? Minus 20. So now just take the 4 as a common. So here is what? Here is 3x plus y minus 5 is equals to 0, and so we have the answer is 3x plus y is equals to 5. So this is the relation. This is what? Here is this relation. So we have 3x plus y is equals to 5. This is our answer. Okay, so I hope you understand these things. So now let's move on. Yes, if 1, 2, 4, y, x, 6 and 3, 5 are the vertices of a parallelogram taken in order, find x and y. Now we have to find the value of x and y. So first of all, let's draw the parallelogram. Okay, so this is our what? This is our parallelogram. Okay, so point A, point B, point C, and this is point D. Okay, now we have point A is 1, 2. Point B is 4, y. Point C is x, 6. And point D is 3, 5. Okay, you can take anywhere, you can start from any point, but you have to take these points in order. Okay, if you are taking point A from this side, then you can take as A, B, C, D. Okay, I hope you get this point. So now let's go on. Yes, since the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other, okay, we know that the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other at point O. Okay, so the midpoint is same. Okay, so to find the value of x and y, solve the midpoint first. Okay, so we have to solve the midpoint first. So the midpoint of AC is, so midpoint of AC is, okay, so the coordinate of midpoint of AC are, x coordinate is, we know that midpoint is x1 plus x2 divided by 2. Here 1 plus x divided by 2. So for the y coordinate we get 2 plus 6 divided by 2, and here we get 1 plus x divided by 2, comma, this will become what? 8 plus 2, 8 divided by 2, which we will give 4. Okay, okay, so now this is the midpoint of AC, 1 plus x upon 2, comma 4. Okay, now we have to find the midpoint of BD. Okay, what are these? Let's do that. Mid points of BD is equals to what? Is equals to 3 plus y, 3 plus 4 divided by 2, comma 5 plus y divided by 2, means 3 plus 4 divided by 2, 5 plus y divided by 2. Okay, So it will become 7 upon 2 comma 5 plus y divided by 2. Okay. So now midpoint of AC and BD are same. Okay, because we have a two lines AC and BD. Okay, and these two lines are the diagonals of the parallelogram, and the property of the parallelogram is that the diagonals of the parallelogram are bisect each other. It means the point O is the middle point of AC as well as BD. So we can write here is that midpoint of AC and BD are same. Midpoint of AC and BD are same. This implies that, which means we can equate the coordinate of midpoint of AC to the coordinate of midpoint of BD. Okay, yes. So here the coordinate of x coordinate of AC is 1 plus x upon 2, and here is x coordinate of BD is 7 upon 2. So we can write here is 1 plus x divided by 2 is equals to 7 upon 2. Okay, if we solve this two will be cancelled. So 1 plus x is equals to 7. With the help of this, x is equals to what? We have x is equals to 8. Oh, sorry, not 8. 7 minus 1, which is 6. So we have the value of x is 6. Now we are comparing the x coordinate of both the lines. So this is, here is 4. Y coordinate, and here is 5 plus y divided by 2, and we get 5 plus y divided by 2 is equals to 4, and from this 5 plus y, which is equals to 4 into 2, 8. Now it will give 3. So we have x is equals to 6 and y is equals to 3. So these are answers. So now my dear friends, the next question is, question number 3 is, find the coordinates of the points which divide the line segment A and B. We have 2 points, A which is minus 2 comma 2 and B which is 2 comma 8 into 4 equal parts. Okay my dear friends, I hope you understand these things. So now my dear friend, first of all, let's suppose we have a line like this. Okay, this is a line. This is A which is minus 2 comma 2 and this is B which is 2 comma 8. Okay my dear friends, I hope you understand these things. So now my dear friends, according to this question, this line is divided into 4 equal parts. This line is divided into 4 equal parts. Okay, so let's suppose this is the middle. Okay, and this is also divided into this part. So we have 1 1 1 1. Okay, 4 equal part. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. Okay, first part, second part, third part, and fourth part. So now my dear friends, we have to find, let's suppose this is x, y, and z. We have to find these coordinates x, y, and z. Okay my dear friends. So now first of all, first find x point. Okay, now we are finding this x. So if you observe this, the ratio is ax to xb is what? If you see this is 1, and from this is 3. 1 plus 1 plus 1, this is 3. So ax and xb is 1:3. Okay my dear friend. So now with the help of these, we can easily find the coordinates of x. So this will be, so now coordinates of x is equals to, here is x coordinate is 1 into 2 plus, so this is 3 into minus 2 divided by 1 plus 3, 1 plus 3. Okay, my dear friends, I hope you get this point. Now y coordinate is, my dear friends, so this will be, here is, this is 1 into 8, okay, means this one is multiplied with 8, okay, plus here is the ratio is 3 and this 3 is multiplied with 2, 3 multiplied with 2, okay, now divided by 1 plus 3. Okay, so these are the coordinates. Now if we solve this, we get, now this is 2, 1 into 2, 2, 2 minus 6 divided by, here is 1 plus 3 is what? 1 plus 3 is 4. And this will become 8 plus, this is 6 divided by 4. Okay, I hope you get this point, my dear friends. Coordinate of x is equals to, now this will become what? Minus 4 upon 4. What is? Minus 4 upon 4, comma, and this will become what? 14 upon 4. What? 14 upon 4. So this is equals to minus 1, comma, 7 upon 2. Okay, my dear friends. So this is the coordinates of x. Now let's find the coordinates of y. Now we have to find the coordinates of y. So my dear friend, for finding the coordinates of y, this is like this. We have this line. This is A and this is B, and we have to find the y coordinate. So this is the midpoint. This is what? This is the midpoint. Okay, and we know that the coordinates of midpoint is what? These coordinates are minus 2 comma 2, and this is what? This is 2 comma 8. 2 comma 8. So we can easily find coordinate of y is equals to x1 plus x2 divided by 2. Okay, so this will become minus 2 plus 2 divided by 2, and here is 2 plus 8 divided by 2. So this will become 0 and this will become 5. So the coordinates are 0 comma 5. I hope, my dear friend, you understand these questions. So now we have to find the coordinates of z. What are the coordinates of z? So let's find that. So now, my dear friends, we know that here is, we have A and B, and this is x, this is y, and this is z. Okay, we know the coordinates of y and we know the coordinate of B. Okay, and for y and B, z is the midpoint. We know that this is equal parts. Okay, so we can write here like this. This is y, this is B, and this is z. So with the help of, again, by midpoint, we can easily find the coordinates of z. So the coordinates of y are 0 comma 5. Here we find this. Okay, and the coordinates of B is what? Here is 2 comma 8. 2 comma 8. Okay, so again, coordinate of z is equals to 0 plus 2 by 2. Okay, and 5 plus 8 upon 2. So this will give, my dear friends, 1, and here is, we get 13 upon 2. So this is the coordinates of z. I hope, my dear friend, you understand these things. So coordinates of x is minus 1 comma 7 upon 2. Coordinates of y is 0 comma 5, and coordinates of z is what? 1 comma 13 upon 2. I hope, my dear friend, you understand these things. So now let's move on. So the next question is, find the area of the quadrilateral whose vertices taken in order as -4, -2, -3, -5, 3, -2 and 2, 3. So now we have a quadrilateral and whose vertices are given, and we have to find the area of quadrilateral. What? We have to find the area of quadrilateral. So first of all, let's draw the quadrilateral. Okay, so quadrilateral is of any type, is of any shape, it doesn't matter. Okay, now let's draw the quadrilateral like this. We can draw any of the shape, like this is a quadrilateral, but we have to take these points in order: A, B, C and D. So the points A is -4, -2, point B is -3, -5, point C is 3, -2 and point D is 2, 3. Okay, my dear friends. So now for finding this area of quadrilateral, we have to divide this quadrilateral into two triangles, into two parts. How we can do it? We can do it by drawing a diagonal from A to C. Okay, now by drawing a diagonal A to C, this quadrilateral is divided into two parts, triangle 1 and triangle 2. Triangle 1 and triangle 2 means triangle ABC and triangle ADC. Okay, so we have two triangles, triangle 1 and triangle 2. Now we know that if we have a vertices of a triangle, then we can easily find the value of area. We can easily find the area of the triangle. Okay, my dear friends. Okay, so now we have to find the area of these two triangles and we have to add them so that we can find the area of this quadrilateral. Okay, so let's start for finding the area of the quadrilateral. Okay, let's start. So now in triangle ABC, we have a coordinate as A is -4, -2 and B is -3, -5 and C is 3, -2. Okay, and we know the area of triangle is 1/2 x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 y1 minus y2. So this is the formula of area of triangle. Okay, now we are putting these values in this equation. So we get what? 1/2 bracket -4 into -5 minus of -2, okay, plus -3 -2 minus of -2, okay, plus 3 into -2 minus of -5 and bracket close. Okay, so now after solving this we get half into 12 plus 0 plus 9. So we get what? 21/2 square unit. 21/2 square unit. Okay. So this is the area of triangle ABC. Now we have to find the area of triangle ACD. Okay. Yes. So in triangle ADC. So first of all we have to write the coordinates. So what are the coordinates? So we have A coordinate as -4, -2 and we have coordinate C as 3, -2 and we have coordinate D as 2, 3. So by using these coordinates, by using these vertices, we have to find the area of triangle ADC. So it will become, if we put these values in the formula, we get what? We have -4 into -2 -3 plus 3 into 3 minus of -2 plus 2 into -2 minus of -2. Okay, now if we are solving this, we get -4 into -2 and -3, we get what? -5, and if we multiply this, we get 20. And if we are solving this term, so if we get 3 minus plus 2 means 3 plus 2 is what? 5, and 5 into 3 we get plus 15. Okay, and here if we see that -2 minus plus 2 means -2 plus 2 we get 0. So here we get 0. So after solving this, we get what? We get 35. So this is our 35 divided by 2 square unit. So this is the area of triangle ADC. Okay, so now area of quadrilateral ABCD is equals to area of triangle ABC plus area of triangle ACD. Okay, so now 21 upon 2 plus 35 upon 2. So we get, after solving this, we get what? 6 and 5, 56 divided by 2. So this is 28 square unit. This is our answer. So my dear friends, I hope you understand this, that how to deal with this question. Okay, yes, move on. So the question number 5 is, determine the ratio in which the line 2x plus y minus 4 is equals to 0 divides the line segment joining the points A 2, -2 and B 3, 7. Okay, so this question states that we have a line like this. This point A is 2, -2 and this point B is 3, 7. Now we have a line like this. This line is 2x plus y minus 4 is equals to 0. Okay, and we have to find the ratio. We have to find, let's suppose this point is point P. Okay, so we have to find what? We have to find the ratio, in what ratio it divides the line. It divides the line AB. Okay, so now for finding the ratio, let's suppose let the ratio is k ratio 1. Okay, k ratio 1. We have a common point, coordinate of point P is x, y. Okay, so the coordinates of points of division can be find as, we can find the coordinate x as by section formula as k into 3 means 3k plus 2 divided by k plus 1. Okay, and the coordinate of y is what? 7k plus 1 into -2. We get k plus 1. So this is 7k minus 2. We get k plus 1. Okay, so this is are the coordinates of point P, which is the what? Which is the points of division. So now this point is lie on this line. So this point is also satisfy this equation. Okay, I hope you get this point. Because why this point is satisfied this equation? Because this point is also on this line. So we can put the value of x and y in this equation. So put the value of x and y in equation. In what equation? In equation 2x plus y minus 4 is equals to 0. Okay, so hence we have the value of x is what? 3k plus 2 divided by k plus 1, and we have the value of y is 7k minus 2 divided by k plus 1. So we have to put this value in this equation. So this will become 2 into 3k plus 2 upon k plus 1 plus 7k minus 2 upon k plus 1 minus 4, which is equals to 0. Now after solving this equation, we get this will become 6k plus 4 upon k plus 1 plus 7k minus 2 upon k plus 1 minus 4 is equals to 0. Okay. Now take the LCM as k plus 1. So after taking the LCM k plus 1, we get what? We get, here is 6k plus 4. So this is same as 6k plus 4. Okay. And plus here is 7k minus 2, means we have to write same as 7k minus 2. Now in this case we have minus 4, so this will be multiplied minus 4 k plus 1, which is equals to 0. Now this k plus 1, when we shift to the LHS, this will become, RHS, this will become 0. So we have 6k plus 4 plus 7k minus 2 minus 4 into k plus 1, which is equals to 0. Now friends, we have 6k, 7k and 4k. If we are solving this, we get 6k plus 4 plus 7k minus 2 minus 4k minus 4, which is equals to 0. We have 6k, 7k and minus 4k. If we solve it, we get 9k. Okay, and this 4 has been cancelled. We get minus 2, which is equals to 0. So we have a value of k is 2 upon 9. We have the value of k is what? 2 upon 9. So my dear friends, I hope you understand this, how to solve this. So the ratio is what? Hence the ratio is 2:9. So the ratio is what? 2:9. So this is the question. Okay. So my dear friends, I hope you have no doubts. All your doubts has been cleared. So let's move on. Yes. So the next question is, question number 6 is, find the relation between x and y if the points x, y, 1, 2, 7, 0 are collinear. Okay. So we know that the condition of collinearity. So the condition of collinearity is what? Area of triangle is 0. Means if we have 3 points, okay, if we have 3 points, then we can say directly area of triangle is equals to 0 if the points or vertices are collinear. Vertices are what? Collinear. Okay. So my dear friends, we have the points x, y, 1, 2 and 7, 0. So we have the formula is 1 upon 2 x1 y2 minus y3 plus x2 y3 minus y1 plus x3 y1 minus y2. Okay, I hope you understand this thing. This is the formula. So now we are putting these values in this triangle. So we get what? We get 1 upon 2. x1 we have x, y2 minus y3. So y2 we have 2 and y3 0. So 2 minus 0 plus x2 we have 1, y3 minus y1. y3 is 0 and y1 is minus y. Plus x3 we have 7 and y1 we have y and y2 we have 2. So this is minus 2. This is equals to 0 and this 2 will become 0 when we shift to the RHS. So we have 2x minus y plus 7y minus 14, which is equals to 0. So this will become, yes, this will become 2x plus 6y minus 14 is equals to 0. If we take 2 as a common, we get x plus 3y minus 7 is equals to 0. So this is our required answer. Okay, yes. So the next question is, ABCD is a rectangle formed by the points A, B, C and D. P, Q, R and S are the midpoints of AB, BC, CD, DA respectively. Is the quadrilateral PQRS a square, a rectangle or a rhombus? Justify your answer. Okay, so we have a rectangle like this. This is my rectangle. Okay, and I have a point A, B, C, D, and what are the points? Minus 1 comma minus 1, minus 1 comma 4, 5 comma 4 and 5 comma minus 1. Okay, and PQRS are the midpoint of AB, BC, CD and DA. This is P, Q, R and S. Okay, understand? So if we join this, we get another quadrilateral. Okay, so this is a quadrilateral PQRS and we have to tell that this quadrilateral is a square, is a rectangle or a rhombus. Okay, so I hope you understand this question, what the question is saying. So now, first of all, we have to find the coordinates of PQR and S. So for finding the coordinates of P, Q, R and S, we have to use the midpoint formula. We have to use what? Midpoint formula. So the coordinate of point P is equals to what? Minus 1 divided by 2, comma, minus 1 plus 4 divided by 2. Because we know that x1 plus x2 upon 2 and y1 plus y2 upon 2. So from this we get minus 1 comma 3 upon 2. Similarly, we can write coordinates of Q is equals to 2 comma 4. Coordinates of R is equals to 5 comma 3 upon 2. If you solve it, you can find easily. Okay, there is a not big deal. And as we have 2 comma minus 1, so we have the coordinates of P, Q, R and S. Okay, so now we have to find the length of these sides. We have to find PQ, QR and RS, this length, this distance, with the help of distance formula. Okay, so let's find. So length of PQ is equals to under root. We know that what is the formula? What is the distance formula? X2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square and under root. So we get minus 1 minus 2 whole square plus 3 upon 2 minus 4 whole square, which is in under root. Okay, so after solving we get under root 61 upon 4 and the result is under root 61 divided by 2. Divided by what? 2 unit. Now length of SP. Length of SP. It will get 2 plus 1 whole square plus minus 1 minus 3 upon 2 whole square is equals to, this is 61 upon 4, which will give under root 61 divided by 2. Okay, now length of QR. What is the length of QR? So the length of QR is under root 2 minus 5 whole square plus 2 minus 5 whole square plus 4 minus 3 upon 2 whole square. Okay, if we solve it, we get same 61 upon 4, which is equals to under root 61 upon 2. Now again we have to find last distance, last length of what? RS, length of RS. So we get under root 5 minus 2 whole square plus 3 upon 2 plus 1 whole square. This is under root. So we get what? Under root 61 upon 4, which is equals to under root 61 upon 2 units. So these length are in unit. Okay, so these are the length of the quadrilateral PQRS. Okay, now we have to also find the length of diagonal. What? Length of diagonal PR and diagonal QS. Okay, so the length of PR is length of PR, which is a diagonal, which is what? Diagonal, which is equals to under root minus 1 minus 5 whole square plus 3 upon 2 minus 3 upon 2 whole square. So we get what? If we solve this will cancel and we get 6 square, which is 6. Okay, so now length of another diagonal, which is QS. This is also a diagonal. Okay, so this will become under root 2 minus 2 whole square plus under root 5 under root 4 plus 1 whole square. This will give 5. Okay, yes. So my dear friends, the above values show that PQ is equals to SP is equals to QR is equals to RS is equals to under root 61 upon 2. Okay, so all sides are equal, but diagonals are not equal. Diagonals are not equal. Okay, diagonals are not of equal. So hence we can say that the given figure is what? Given figure is a rhombus. Given figure is what? Is a rhombus. So my dear friends, I hope you understand this question, how to deal with this question. So my dear friends, this is enough for today, and we will meet in the next lecture with the amazing topic. So So thank you very much guys for listening me, and take care and goodbye.